Bobby Pelland and Mike Brightman looking for the green off of turn number 4, 50 laps. The distance, green flag is out, we're underway. Off of turn number 2, the Danny Cabal Racing Machine of Dick Benoit jumps out front. Charlie Rose slides up. Jenison fills the hole down to the inside, looking for second down into turn number 1. Jenison looking for second. Pelland right behind him. Brightman and Scully racing side by side for 5th and 6th. They roll off of turn number 4 to complete lap number 2. Mark Jenison sits in the number 2 spot, trying to chase down the 47 of Dick Benoit. Field thunders down into turn number 1 and 2, and the battle right now is for 4th with Brightman taking a look down to the inside of Charlie Rose. Rose is a little bit loose. Here comes Scully trying to make it 3 wide down into turn number 1, settles it back in as they hit turn number 3. Down into 3 and 4, Rick Martin and Mike Rotondo racing side by side for 8th and 9th as they come down the front stretch. Up front, top 3 in a breakaway. Benoit sets the pace. Jenison right behind him. Pelland about a car length behind. Off of 4, Jenison takes a look down low. Up top goes the 47. Jenison looking to make it back to back, trying to get a run on the inside, but Benoit is able to hold him off on that lap. They come off of 4, Benoit way high off the corner, and Jenison takes the lead at lap number 7. Benoit battling back off of turn number 2 and into turn number 3. Pelland right behind, trying to follow through, waiting for an opening. And off of turn number 4, Jenison starts to assert himself at the top of the field. Pelland trying to follow through, and they have opened up a 3/4 straightaway advantage over Mike Brightman and Tom Scully Jr. Jenison now your leader. Pelland trying to get by the 47 for second. Off of turn number 2 they come. Benoit up high. Down low is Pelland. Off of 4. Pelland's got the advantage. He will take over the second spot at lap number 10. 1/5 of the way through this event, and Mark Jenison sets the pace down into turn number 3. Pelland is up to second. Benoit sits third, and they again have a commanding lead over that third place of Mike Brightman, 4th place of Mike Brightman. Brightman little by little trying to close in that gap while Mark Jenison tries to open up the gap between he and Pelland. Right now it sits about 3 car lengths down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Pelland has a pair of wins this season. Jenison has 1. We'll see if tonight makes it 2 with the title. Deep in the field, Rick Martin trying to work himself up through the pack, battles with Charlie Rose down the back straightaway as they run side by side. Rose trying to shut the door, gets a little crossed up heading down into turn number 3, and Martin takes over that spot with Rotondo following through on the inside. Field stringing itself out around the 3rd mile. Jenison setting the pace. Pelland right behind him, 2 car lengths behind. They have started to put some breathing room between they and Dick Benoit, who sits in that 3rd spot. 17 laps up on the board, and Mark Jenison, the quiet driver out of Johnston, Rhode Island, who last year made history, picking up 2 titles. Trying to go back to back. Bobby Pelland looking for his first title. Right up on the back bumper as they roll off of turn number 4 to complete lap number 19. Is Pelland just biding his time and letting Mark use up the car? Or are they both pushing as hard as they can? Pelland closes right up on the back bumper of Jenison as Mark looks like he's trying new lines. They roll off of 4. Jenison up on the outside. Pelland sits right behind him. They come off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, closing in on the halfway point. Off of 4. Pelland takes a peek down low. Jenison closes the door one more time. A half a car length separate the top two. Down into turn number 3. Pelland takes a look to the outside, looks for a crossover move, drops to the bottom, but no room there. The red, white, and blue, number 22 of Mark Jenison, leading it down into 3 and 4. 24 laps up on the board, this time at the stripe, and it looks like Pelland is getting ready to strike. Down the backstretch, into 3 and 4, nose to tail, cross flags in the air. Pelland takes a look down to the inside. They hit turn number 1. Pelland trying to squeeze in down low. Jenison trying to hold him off down into turn number 3. And Jenison shuts the door. Pelland trying to open it back up as they hit turn number 1. We are past halfway and it is go time. Bobby Pelland III, the second generation racer, who just like his pop picked up a late model champion to looks of a post-hoc title. Down to the inside they go. Side by side off of 2. Jenison gets the run off of 2. Shuts the door down into 3. Pelland regroups right behind and starts to go after him one more time. Into 1 and 2 they go, and they are nose to tail. Jenison running about a half a car length up the racetrack. They call that a groove and a half. Pelland takes a peek down to the inside. Jenison sideways as they make contact. They both settle in and go back to the lead. Off of turn number 2, they play bumper tag down into 3. Pelland all over the back bumpers. Jenison sets the pace. Pelland off of 4 down to the inside. Jenison shuts the door. Down into 1 and 2, Pelland again, down low off the second corner, pushing it. It is go time. They hit 3 and 4. Jenison with a little push off the corner, but that's where his car seems to be the strongest. Pelland not able to get the run in down low, and they've both said the outside lane seems to be the strongest here. Down into 3 and 4. Pelland with a run down to the inside. They make contact again. Pelland down to the inside. Jenison up on the outside as they roll off at 2. Jenison trying to get the run, but he can't shut the door. Into 3 and 4 they go. Side by side for the lead off of 4. 33 laps up on the board. Jenison again holds on. Pelland settles it in right at the back bumper. Battle for 3rd behind him. Trouble on the front stretch. The 48 of Rotondo goes around, and this could change everything, ladies and gentlemen. Rotondo getting that car straightened, everybody able to avoid him, and he will join in at the tail end. Mark Jenison holding off some heavy pressure from Bobby Pelland, but we had said, and these drivers have said, the outside lane seems to be the best. Now in row number 2, the Bristol Toyota Pace truck heads down to the infield. Jenison, Pelland start to wind it up. Off of turn 4 they come. Green flag is out. We're back underway as they drag race out into turn 1. Jenison with a little bit of an advantage, but look at Pelland close in that gap. Down into 3 and 4. Jenison with the advantage, but Pelland working that outside lane down into turn number 1. Wheel to wheel at the top of the field. They roll off at turn number 2. Pelland looking for the top spot. Jenison battling back down low. They come off the corner, and Pelland has a lead at lap number 35. Jenison takes it back. Look at Pelland with a crossover. Off at turn number 2, down to the inside. Into 3 and 4 they go. Down to the stripe, and down. Pelland again hangs on that time. Jenison trying to crossover off at turn 2. Down to the bottom of Pelland he goes. Into 3. Pelland now. Crossover off of 4. Gets it back. And they race down into turn number 1. 13 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen, and they are putting it all out there. Jenison and Pelland throwing in hard and deep contact is made. Pelland gets sideways, gathers it in, but Jenison gets away, and here comes Benoit to the outside of Pelland. Down into 3 and 4. Mark Jenison has his biggest lead of 4 car lengths over Bobby Pelland. Down into 1 and 2 they go. And Pelland really has to pedal hard because this time by there are 10 laps remaining. 10 to go, and the battle is for 3rd. Dick Benoit on the outside of Tom Scully. Scully down low as they hit 1 and 2, but Benoit's got the advantage up on the outside. Into 3 they go, right on the back bumper of Bobby Pelland. But it's Mark Jenison pulling away just a little bit more as the laps are winding down. Dick Benoit settles back into the 4th position right behind Tom Scully Jr. Mark Jenison looking to become a back-to-back champion. Leads it down. It's at turns 3 and 4 one more time with 7 laps to go. Mike Brightman working over the 47 of Dick Benoit down at turn 1. That is a battle for 4th and 5th with Brightman down on the inside. Benoit's able to hold him off down at 3 and 4. They run nose to tail, a little bumper tag there. Benoit gets a little bit loose. Brightman cannot take advantage and settles it in back behind him. 5 more circuits to go in the 2023 season for the Pro Stocks. And Mark Jenison in control by 6 car lengths over the 12 of Bobby Pelland. Into 3 and 4 they go, and what a race those two had for 10 laps, swapping the lead back and forth, pushing it as hard as they could. Somebody had to come up short. It's not over yet. There are still 3 more circuits remaining for Mark Jenison, Bobby Pelland, Tom Scully Jr., Dick Benoit, and Mike Brightman. Those are your top 5. 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Jenison leads the charge down into turn number 1. Pelland can only sit and watch. With one more time, the DeStefano brothers concrete coating number 22 leads it into 3 and 4, and he is now a back-to-back champion. Mark Jenison picks up the win. Bobby Pelland for 2nd, Tom Scully 3rd, Dick Benoit 4th, and Mike Brightman your top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, that was one heck of a Pro Stock race. Somebody had to win it, and tonight it's Mark Jenison. Mark, some hard racing there for several laps, but man, this thing was good tonight.
Oh yeah, it was. First thing I had to do is thank all my sponsors. You know, DB, the DeStefano Brothers Concrete Coatings. What a great job they did for us this year. They helped us out tremendously. Jim and Casey Richards, thank you so much for what you guys do. And Addie Cam West, God bless them. Thank you. Our troops, our veterans, you know, these men and women are unbelievable for us. Our first responders, you know, they do a tremendous job too. You know, car was just a great car tonight, and hey, it's how you do it. It's a struggle, it's a fight, and you know, I know Bobby's a little upset, but you know, we both run each other really hard, and I felt as best we could for the circumstances for those last few laps, you know. And I'm sure, you know, it is what it is, but we had a great car, he had a great car, and I think it showed out there.
Congratulations, champion. 2 in a row.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mark Jenison.